Hello and welcome back to Seabird International. I am Gripinder Kaur Sandhu, and in today's IELTS lesson I am going to talk about IELTS listening multiple choice questions. Now let's have a look. Now right here I have two kinds of questions, question 4 to 5, and then there's a different way of writing the same question. Now IELTS is going to try and trick you as much as they can as they're testing you on the language. Alright, now let's have a look on two different ways the questions can appear for your IELTS listening. Now the IELTS can give you two questions, like what is recommended to buy, 3 options, and then when it is best to buy, 3 options again. Now another way the IELTS can give you the same question can be what is recommended to buy. Now it says choose 2 items from the list. Now you gotta be careful when questions like that appear for your IELTS listening. They give you 6 instead of 3 answers here, and they are going to try and trick you, as it's going to be harder to find 2 options at the same time in the same listening. Now that questions like that, appear on the IELTS listening really frequently, so you need to practice questions like that which tell you to choose 2 items from the list, or which are asking you for more than 1 answer from the same listening. So right now I have 6 tips for you that are going to be very useful for your IELTS listening. Let's have a look. Now I have a question right here. What 3 items are recommended to take with you? I'm going to give you 6 tips for finding the right answer for your IELTS listening. Let's get started. So for the question, I've written down all the options or the possible answers that can be right, and then I'm going to talk about the tips. Let's get started. Tip 1, look for a title. Now it is very important for you to look for a title, as it is going to tell you what exactly are you looking for. We're talking about 3 items that are recommended to take with you. However, we do not quite yet know what do you exactly need the items for. So it is very important to look for the title. The title right here is Rainforest Excursion. So the IELTS here is talking about 3 items that are recommended to take with you at a rainforest excursion. Moving to tip 2, read the question. It is very important to read the question and pay attention to it. IELTS is going to give you time to prepare questions. For example, it's going to say, now IELTS is going to give you time to prepare questions 4 to 6. You'll have a short period of time to prepare and look at the questions. Please be sure to read the question very thoroughly. Moving to tip 3, find a keyword. Now finding a keyword is very important, as it is going to help you to find the correct answer, and it is going to help you look for what you're actually looking for. So our keyword right here is the word recommended. Now we are going to look for some recommendations. They're going to talk about stuff to take with you. They're going to recommend things to take with you to a rainforest excursion. So please be sure to find a keyword. It is going to help you for the IELTS listening. I have been telling you guys to pay a lot of attention to paraphrasing. So tip number 4 is paraphrase. The IELTS is testing you on your understanding of the language, and it is going to give you a lot of sentences or a lot of words for the IELTS listening which are paraphrased, as it is going to test you on your understanding of the language. I can't stress enough on how important paraphrasing is when it comes to IELTS listening, speaking, writing. Please pay attention to paraphrasing. Tip number 5, read the options. All the options will be given. Now it is equally important to read all the options, just like it is very important to read all the questions. Just like I mentioned earlier in the video, IELTS is going to give you time to actually look at the questions before the recording actually starts. So you need to pay attention and read the options, locate what options are where, and all the options will be given just like I mentioned. Now we have the question right here, and I have written down all the options already. It is exactly how it is going to be for the IELTS listening in the actual IELTS examination. Please pay attention to reading all the options. Moving on to the last and the final tip, tip number 6. Watch out for answers that are correct, but then the speaker takes them away. Now what I exactly mean by this sentence is, a lot of times the IELTS is going to trick you as they're testing you, obviously. So what the IELTS is going to do is, they're going to give you a question. What are the 3 items that are recommended to take with you for a rainforest excursion? And they're going to give you a recording which is going to make you feel that, for say, mosquito repellent is the right answer, but at the same time it won't be the right answer. For example, let's talk about a recording where they talk about the 3 items that are recommended to take with you are, we usually recommend taking a large bag. However, we have a large vehicle and hence you will not require taking a large bag with you. So keep in mind, they said we usually recommend to take a large bag with you, but at the same time they said we have a large vehicle and we are going to take it for you for this rainforest excursion. So what the IELTS did here in the recording is, they gave you an answer and then they took it away. Please watch out for such questions. I cannot stress enough on this. Please watch out for answers that are correct, but then the speaker takes them away. It's going to happen a lot of times when it comes to IELTS listening. The IELTS is going to try and trick you as much as they can. Now what you can do, if you feel the answer is correct, you can put a small tick. But as soon as you kind of feel and you hear the words but, or you do not, you can cross it out right there. Please watch out for such questions. That was all for today's video. Stay tuned, stay happy. Thank you.